The power of the singular arrow. In a bustling city, there lived a young man named Alex. He possessed a sharp intellect, a mind that everyone believed would allow him to achieve anything he desired. Alex's dream was crystal clear: to become a doctor, to don the white lab coat. His goal was clear, yet Alex's soul was like a kite with a broken string. Every time he sat down to study, the internal war began. His mind was a restless river. One minute it was flowing with chemical formulas, the next it drifted to the notification sounds from his phone, then to short video clips on social media, and finally to vague daydreams about the distant future. Alex often told himself, "I'm smart, I just need to cram a little later." He believed that innate talent was a VIP pass to success, and discipline was only for the slow learners. Then the results of the first medical school entrance exam arrived. Alex had failed. His score wasn't terribly low, but it wasn't enough to reach the door to his dream. The shock didn't come from a lack of knowledge, but from the waste of time and the loss of mental control. The feeling of shame and regret suffocated him. His friends, who were perhaps less naturally gifted but persistent and disciplined, had succeeded. Alex realized a painful truth: intelligence without discipline is merely a sharp tool left to rust. Immediately, Alex decided to seek a fundamental change. He didn't look for a tutor to teach him knowledge, but someone to teach him mental discipline. He sought out Coach Harrison, a famous former sports coach who was known as a master in training focus and willpower in students. Alex shared his struggle. "Coach, I can't focus. My mind is a monkey that constantly jumps around. What do I need to do to grab the reins?" Coach Harrison smiled calmly. Instead of lecturing, he led Alex to the backyard, bringing with him a wooden bow and a worn-out target board. Coach Harrison said, "If you hit the bullseye, I'll know how focused you are." Alex drew the bow and shot. The arrow missed the target widely. The coach asked, "In that moment, what did you see?" Alex hesitated. "I saw the grass swaying, the sunlight glaring, and I was afraid I'd miss again." The coach shook his head. "That is the real problem. A good hunter only sees the prey. They only see the target. You, however, saw everything around you simultaneously: your phone, social media, the meaningless anxieties. If you want to become a doctor, then during your study time, you are only allowed to see the target and the lesson." Alex grasped the profound lesson. Focus is not innate, but a conscious choice. Coach Harrison shared 4 principles he called the 4 walls of discipline. Sovereignty of thought. Whenever your mind wanders, pull it back with a strong reminder: this is the territory of the doctor goal. Uninvited guests are not allowed. Establish the journey. Turn willpower into a fixed time map. The brain needs consistency to build habits. Study time is study time, rest time is rest time. The exclusion zone. Turn the study space into a strict laboratory. Phones, TV, and distracting elements must be placed in the exclusion zone throughout the working period. Build small bridges. Discipline is not about jumping across a chasm in one day. It is about laying small bricks of habit every day without skipping. Alex followed this strictly. The first days were difficult, like withdrawing from an addiction. He wrestled with his own mind. But every time he pulled his mind back to the desk, he felt stronger. Gradually, he could sit for hours without being disturbed by any false notification sounds. A few months later, Alex took an important practice exam. This time, he didn't just pass, he achieved a near-perfect score. A year later, as Alex stepped onto the stage to receive his acceptance letter to the prestigious medical school with outstanding results, he remembered Coach Harrison's words: "Your mind is the best horse. If you do not ride it with discipline, it will trample and drag you everywhere. But if you train it, it will carry you to the finish line." From then on, Alex understood that success was not about talent, but about mental self-mastery. The power of an arrow that looks only straight at its target.